Hey guys, I think I got the lens a little bit steamed up there. Raw Food Writer here. Just wanted to stop in, show you guys what I'm up to tonight. And like I said, I would always be honest with you guys, so I'm not really vegan tonight, as you can see. I'm actually frying up some chicken breasts here. On the positive side, it's organic, air-chilled chicken breast, so free-ranged. So the chickens were treated more humanely. It may not be perfect. I don't have any illusions. Just because they say free range, it doesn't mean it's rolling meadows and sun shining and everything's perfect. Acres and acres for 1, 2, or 5 chickens to roam around. Like, I'm sure it can still be somewhat cramped quarters, but it's definitely better. If you do buy meat, I'm not putting anyone down, but if you do buy meat and you're just buying like the cheapest kind, it doesn't mention free range or organic or anything like that. Those are the kinds of chickens who they live their whole life just like cooped up like this, like they can't even move really. And they're just fed or injected with hormones. They just lay their eggs there, and and then it's just no kind of a life. But anyway, so this is at least better. It was a better life for the animal, and it's organic, so I feel better about eating it and putting it into my body. And also the air chilled part, that's pretty interesting. I guess a lot of the meats, after they've gone through the butchering process, they'll actually get rinsed off with heavily chlorinated water, and that's probably not the only chemical that's in there. There's probably a lot of other things that they may help to clean off the meat, sterilize it, and prep it for shipping. But with the air chill, I feel like that's better because you obviously avoid those chemicals. So, and it's just more I believe a bit more of a natural process as far as cleaning meat goes. So, yep, that's just what I've got going on here tonight. It's a struggle for me. I won't eat all of this tonight. I'm probably going to eat it between tonight and tomorrow. So I'll take some to work. But what I do, if you can see that right there, I will literally probably eat about a pound of that chicken breast that I showed you. So that's about half of it. And I will literally eat just about all 16 ounces of this salad here with the avocado. It's important that when you do, if you do decide to eat meat, if you don't, that's great, but if you do, I guess my class has taught me to be a little bit more accepting and open-minded towards meeting people where they're at on their journey to health. I get it, it's cool. I'm not perfect either. That's why I'm showing you guys this here. It's, it is what it is. I will say though, well, anyway, before I get off track, it's important when you do eat meat, you want to eat it with a big salad. Lots of fiber, and salads are great for that because it's going to help pull that. It's a rotting flesh, if you will. It's going to help pull that through because there is zero fiber in meat, so it really just kind of sits in the gut, and you want that fiber to pull it through so you don't end up getting any diseases or anything like that. So very important. Whenever I do eat meat, I always eat it with a huge salad, and that's just how I do it. It's a great tip. So if you take nothing away from this video, just always remember when you're eating any type of meat, add some greens to it. Get that raw fiber. Very important. So I ate some chicken yesterday for the first time in a while, and surprisingly, I just felt really good after eating it, and then today being the day after, I felt super energized. It's just, I don't know, I think what it comes down to is it's not really that meat is a healthy food, it's just stimulating. So I guess we get it into our system, and I think it takes more of our natural enzymes to break it down, because you've got these large animal proteins that we have to be able to break down into amino acids, which we can then digest and easily absorb. So it's just it takes a lot more effort from our bodies, and I guess they know that, so they like vamp everything up and sort of like stimulate our system, which in turn I guess gives us more energy. So it's interesting how all that happens. I don't believe that people need to eat meat to survive or anything. That's just it. Meat is a survival food, not a thrival food. So I do make at least some attempt to not eat it, but once in a while I definitely do. And when I do, like I showed you, I buy the organic, the air chilled. It is more expensive, but you know, I buy a large container. I'll split it up between like, you know, 1, 2, or even 3 meals, and that's just how I do it. Eat it with a big salad. It's still wintertime outside, guys. It's cold. Cut me some slack. I'm not saying that this is the healthiest way. Just because I'm doing it, I'm not trying to say that, well, it's okay. It's not. It is what it is. You're still, you know, this animal had to die. I feel bad about that. I used to be a hunter, so I know what it is to kill an animal. It's like, it sucks, but I feel like that's part of the horror of the whole meat industry. It's like we have endless meat products in grocery stores at just many different locations throughout like our cities and towns, and just like no one, well, I shouldn't say no one, but a lot of the people, I feel like they're completely separated from the death that had to take place. So it's just that cognitive dissonance that's going on there, and I feel like that's definitely a problem. If people are going to eat meat, I feel like we should sort of like have to kill it ourselves, to be honest, or at least like be aware or more aware that what's really going on. Pork is I mean, I can't say one's worse than another, but if anyone's ever heard like a pig squeal, like when they get its throat cut, it's really unpleasant. So another thing, when I do eat meat, I always try and take like an extra few seconds and just say sort of a thank you to that animal, for how they just literally gave up their life. You know, so I could eat it. You know, it is what it is. I'm trying to get better with it all. It does help me get stronger. Like I notice I build some really, really tight muscle with not that I'm huge or anything, but I definitely notice it. Like with the plant protein, you can still build muscle for sure, but I feel like I heard it's described as like the muscles are just like bound a little bit more loosely with plant proteins, and the meat is just like really tight. Now meat, it's no cure-all. It's no 100% answer. It's shaking. This is a heavy camera right here, but meat it's pretty acidic too, so that's the other thing. The last time I ate beef, it's been a while, but what I noticed was like the very next day, like in my urine, when I went to the bathroom, I think it was like the first time I peed after I woke up, my urine was just like super acidic. And yeah, it's just interesting. Like I guess over the years, since I've been like paying more attention to eating a healthy diet, I guess I've just gotten more sensitive to what goes on, what I put into my body, and how it affects me. So, do I need to eat this meat to survive? No. So why am I doing it? A couple different reasons. I guess one of them, honestly, I think the truth is probably along the lines of like parasites that I still have. I mean, a lot of people have them. It's nothing to be ashamed about or embarrassed, really. It's like, I like to get rid of them. It's going to take hard work, but I'm game. Like, I'm going to do that. I don't know. I know perfect conditions for doing something that's challenging will never come, so I don't want to wait and put it off till then. But just right now, it's just not really the best time for me. You know, people are stressed out and they're busy. It's like they don't have time to just fast, and becomes tough to deal with, you know, our problems and all that. So we eat to kind of suppress our emotions, and that's another like really interesting thing. I don't think people's lives should be so horrible that they can't get by, you know, with peace of mind without having to stuff their face with donuts and coffee and sugar cookies or burgers and pizza and everything just to sort of like comfort us from the pain. Like, I don't think people should have to live like that. So I'm not judging anyone here, and that's another reason like why I'm sharing this. Like, It's just, it is what it is, and I hope you guys can definitely appreciate that. So I'm going to jump off here, you guys, but thank you all for tuning in. Raw Food Writer, out.